It's crazy to think that 4 months ago this was a white screen, and now we have a product that people can actually use and hopefully find value from. That's the main thing.
This is the kind of thing that AI needs to go like, okay, we need people to do more creative things.
Then watch and rename files?
Yeah.
Hey, that's an important job.
I don't know about that.
That's an important job. Yeah, so that part he found really intriguing. So I think, yeah, we're off to a good start here with this beta user. So we forgot to film this morning, but we had an important call. We had an onboarding call with one of the users who requested early access to Eden, and he happens to be a pretty big YouTuber. His account has over 680,000 subscribers, something like that.
Yeah.
We asked him if he searches through old footage.
Yeah.
And then he said like at least once or twice a month.
Yeah.
And the funny part was when he was like, actually no, we pay someone $5 an hour to go through our old footage and literally just label them. And at first Ari was like, wait, like what do you mean label the old footage?
I was thinking like technical terms, okay, maybe he has like a transcript file he creates and like it maps to timestamps. No.
No, there's this, they pay a guy $5 an hour to go watch the videos and then rename the file for all of his old footage, just so that they can locate old footage more easily when they're looking for B-roll and A-roll. And that just blew my mind. Like, wow, that's a job. That's a job.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why he was really interested in the video search component of Eden, because we kind of just showed like, hey, like if you upload your footage into this platform, you just search. You don't have to label anything. You don't have to have someone go and watch all the footage, rename it, tag it, whatever. You just plop it in and then you just start searching. Oh, that one time several years ago, I talked about buying a new house. Search that up and
it
boom,
appears
it's there.
Currently, like across all our existing beta users, we have 3 terabytes of data stored on Eden.
Yeah, so his single workspace will be more than all the
of our
other
beta
workspaces
users.
combined.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a challenge, but we're up for it.
Yeah.
We've come a long way since 4 months ago. It's crazy to think that 4 months ago this was a white screen. And now we have a product that people can actually use and hopefully find value from. So you guys haven't seen this yet, but this is a first look at what Eden looks like right now. It'll look even better by the time it lands in your hands. Every part of this app, we've gone through multiple iterations to try and figure out what works best and what looks best and what feels best. Performance optimizations all around so that like when you scroll through gigabytes and gigabytes of footage, it doesn't lag your computer. And when you scrub through, it's super fast. And lots of late nights went into this. Let me show you something that we spent a lot of time on initially as well, YouTube. Currently, the best way for you to get like your YouTube videos is to go to some sketchy YouTube downloader site and like download it, upload it to some other place, or like try feeding that content into ChatGPT. It sucks. The whole flow is really annoying. Say you just want to ask a question about like a YouTube video, right? You wouldn't be able to do that. What we've built out is, let me go to our YouTube videos. I can just take any YouTube video, I copy the link, and I paste it in here. As soon as you paste the video link in, Eden starts analyzing the video. It makes everything searchable, and it does so seamlessly. So now that the video is in, as you can see, it's already done analyzing. But I remember when we were in Japan, there was this really cool shot of Mount Fuji, and we took it when we were on the train. So let me just search Fuji. There you go, that's the shot. It's such a cool shot, and it's so easy to just bring it up. And I don't think I've seen this before, where you can just search by like the place or like the mountain, the name of the mountain, and it just brings you to the footage. It would be really hard to scrub through hours of our footage independently and find this exact scene. I remember in Vancouver, like on our way over to Japan, we had this group dinner, and Ian was one of our friends and engineers. He was killing a lobster. So if I just search for lobster, I believe, yep, there it is. A beautiful shot of him butchering a lobster. And I can open this in the side as well. Yeah, now that I found this footage, I can like download it to my computer for maybe B-roll in a different video, or like send it to my friends. Just share this video link and then they can leave comments in there, whatever else you want to do. The important thing about this search is it's not just a transcript search or not just a title search. You can search by the way you remember things. Someone might remember this as a sunset. Someone else might remember this as golden hour. Someone might remember this as like a beach. All of those will bring up the same results. It makes your life so much easier because you don't have to worry about filtering, sorting, and grouping, like labeling a lot of your data. It's just there for you and you can just use it. Like Google Drive is so unusable because they don't have something like this, and I have tons of family pictures in there that just get lost, and it's really hard to like make an album or anything out of them. That's the search. You've seen the search. This is the video I pasted in. It has the entire video, it has the frame by frame, it even has all the transcript. Fine and good, like a lot of other companies have similar stuff. But what makes this really powerful is I can go into chat and link this video, summarize this video for me. I can pick any model that I want. So for this sake, let's just say I picked GPT-4o, send. It's going to read the video and then get all of the content from it, pass it to the LLM, and it's like you're chatting with it. So as you can see, it's summarized the video as Eden's vision, technical challenges, team efforts, hiring and culture, everything. I can give it a very simple prompt now. Say you want to create a video like ours at home. Give me a shot list for this video that helps me recreate it myself. Okay. And then it'll again read through the video and then give you a shot list. So introduction, opening scene, reaction shot, talking head, screen recordings, hiring process. It gives me everything. Not only do you have all your data in one place, you can use the AI from there. Like with Google, you can use Gemini, sure, but you don't have access to the other models. And like say you want to use Claude, it becomes really hard to like keep your data in one place, use your LLMs in another place. So if you're sitting at home wondering like how we make our videos and you want to make something similar, well, you can. You just paste the link in and you ask some questions and you have inspiration that you can take to make your own videos. So there's a lot more happening behind the scenes, obviously. We haven't even touched on the Canvas stuff yet, but this is like the bare minimum stuff that we have built out for onboarding our users, because we have quite a few beta users in Eden right now, and we had to get everything to a point where they can start using it for their workflows. Super excited to share this with you guys right now, and we'll share more in the future.
Okay, so for those of you who've watched our first episode all the way until the end, you'll have noticed that our original logo is no longer the same logo as the one that we're using now. And there's actually a funny story there. So when we were first exploring brand identity and design, our designers, Joanne and Marine, came up with this brilliant logo design that I'm showing over here, with basically 4 petals that form kind of a grid. And the idea was it kind of looks like a canvas, but also like a plus, like for creation. And that symbolizes a lot of the app. It also has 4 petals, 4 letters, Eden. So we thought like, you know, it's very simple, it's recognizable, it has an iconic look. And then we used it in the video and we saw a bunch of comments that were saying, isn't this the same logo as like this other company, Flora? And then we went to take a look, and it actually is. It was like the exact same logo. Like literally, the only difference is the fact that they're plus. Like there's a gap between the petals for them, whereas ours there's no gap. But aside from that, it was pretty much identical. And it was not just this company. There was also this other company called Clova that also already used a very similar idea, and then we realized, fuck, we kind of have to go back to the drawing board now. We don't want to look like we just copied their logo, right? So then that's why we decided to do a bunch more exploration, and then we ended up landing on this design here, which is our current logo. It's the new one. It looks like an uppercase letter E, while symbolizing the creation process of like sprouting into creation, and also looking like kind of like a tulip or a flower turned on its side, which symbolizes, you know, the Garden of Eden. So kind of just like funny story there, thought I would share. This is just how like startup life goes, you know. You think you come up with some original idea, but it turns out like dozens of people have already come up with the same thing before you, and you just gotta continue iterating until you land on something. This time, I'm fairly certain we actually have a pretty original logo that is meaningful and symbolizes our brand. So hopefully we don't discover some other competitor out there that's already come up with this idea.